Hey everyone, All in Arrowhead here. I'm not doing well with these preseason picks, huh? Anyways, we've made it to the final week of the preseason. Let's get into the games! The Panthers lost to the Texans, which didn't surprise me at all, but I feel that the Steelers have a fighting chance here, especially after their loss against the Buccaneers. I'm going with the Steelers for their final preseason victory. It makes sense. I can't believe I'm saying this, but New England can actually be something this season. They beat two playoff teams from last season in the Commanders and Vikings, but now go up against a familiar foe, the New York Giants. I'm going to go with the Patriots here. Jackson Dart cannot be the second coming of Eli, can he? Remember when the Eagles were undefeated all time against the Jets until 2023? And I think it was their first loss of the season? Yeah, I remember. Those were some good times. Anyways, even with that horrific performance against the Browns, I still think the Eagles can beat the New York Jets. I'm surprised the Falcons didn't decide to play the Bears. It would have been the 2020 choke trifecta. I remember that Week 2 game. Dallas ended up recovering their own onside kick and they ended up kicking the game winner. Atlanta, who has a habit of choking, let's say, choked. I'm going with Dallas. Please pay Micah, Jerry. Pretty please? I'm surprised the Titans actually beat Atlanta. Not too bad for a team that has little to no position depth on their roster. Close game, too. Atlanta basically just ran out of gas. I'm probably going to pick the Vikings here. Just a safety precaution if Tennessee decides to go full Titans on us. And just like that, our season's over. Every fucking time I have delusions we are going 23-0, this shit happens. First the Cardinals, now getting blown out by Drew Lock? What the fuck is wrong with this team? I know it's the preseason, but our backups are so fucking shit you would not believe. Either way, against Chicago, I'm going with Kansas City. I have to. It's the only way. I swear to God, if they lose to the Bears like the Bills did. So you're telling me the Ravens didn't mess it up? Really? The Commanders look bad so far, especially after the Bengals game, but my gut goes with the Ravens. I think the Pats game is hurting Washington right now. The Sean Payton Bowl. Wasn't this a terrible game on Thursday Night Football a few years back? I think it was last year. I'm going with the Broncos. They've played well this preseason, and I haven't really gotten a chance to pick them yet. They blew out the Cards last week, you know? Wow, what a comeback win against the Chargers. I knew the Rams had it in them. Fortunately enough for the Browns, I don't think they go undefeated this preseason. They got lucky against the Eagles because none of the starters were playing, and against the Panthers because they don't have a defense. Anyways, I'm going with the Rams to beat Cleveland. You know, before they were called the Browns, they used to be called the Rams? Indy lost to the Packers, huh? Not a bad loss, I guess, but I don't think they can beat the Bengals. Daniel Jones looks so much better than AR5, statistically speaking. I think I'm going to go for the Cincinnati Bengals against Indy. They have more depth at QB, and they're coming off a win against Washington. The Lions lost to Miami? Really, man? Based on how they've been playing this preseason, I'm not going with the Lions this time. I'm going with Houston. I swear these teams met on Thanksgiving 5 years ago. Do you see what is happening on the screen right now? That's the clinic Kansas City put on last week. We lost to Drew fucking Lock. Again. It's like he never left the Broncos at all. If the Seahawks can beat the Chiefs, they most certainly can put on a show against the Packers. I'm picking Seattle. Reminds me of that NFC Championship game they were in about a decade ago. I've never had more than 2 ties overall in a season, and the fact that last week there were 2 of them is insane. Oh my god, the Jags tied the Saints. Honestly, that isn't surprising. Ties are more likely in the preseason due to the rules anyways. I'm going to pick the Jags against Miami anyways. Miami did beat Detroit, but I have a good feeling against them. Bills. Are you okay? I don't think I've seen you play that bad since 2018. The Bucks did well against the black and gold, but now they have to play an Allen-less Bills team. I say Allen-less because he's obviously the starter for Buffalo, barring injury. I'm going with the Buffalo Bills. I don't think Kyle Trask or Connor Bazelak, yes, Bowling Green legend Connor Bazelak, will be able to succeed against that stacked defense. Man, did the Chargers choke the game away at the last second. I can't believe the clinic on defense they displayed near the end. The Niners beat the Raiders in a close game though, so I'm picking San Francisco. I can't stand the Chargers. At all. I really should not have picked Arizona, huh? Both these teams coming off losses last week now get the chance to win their final preseason game. Or tie if that's what it comes down to. Now for my pick for the game. I'm picking the Cards because the Raiders suck. Genty played better last week than his first game, though.